people have been asking on my socials about what's in my camera kit. Now you know what's in my camera kit because I've been sharing it on the socials. But if I was to do a specific video, here is a breakdown piece by piece of my essential kit in 2025. Let's start with this camera here. You know it, the Leica Q. Not the Q2, not the Q3, not the Q Reporter or any of the other ones. The base, the first, the 10-year-old Leica Q. I like this camera a lot. It's very simple. It's got some pros, for sure. It's a full-frame 35mm sensor, 28mm lens, f1.7 allows me to shoot in low light. The autofocus is average, but it does have autofocus for face detect, single point. The continuous modes are a little bit questionable in 2025, but again, hey, it's a 10-year-old camera and I can still take amazing shots with this camera. It has a beautiful little engagement, this little activate manual focus on here, and it has this macro mode, which is oh so beautiful. 49mm threads, got a little grip on here to make it a lot kind of nicer to hold. This is a great camera, even by today's standards. The other camera that you know and singing its praises about is the Nikon ZF. I absolutely love this camera. In fact, I bought two of these cameras. The one that is filming right now is my video-centric version, and this one here is my event photography travel version. I've got a few lenses for this camera, and this 26mm f2.8 in particular is a fantastic little pancake lens, and it's very, very tiny. When you put them next to each other, it's actually pretty damn good. The beauty of the Nikon ZF is it can really do both video and photo. Love it. I have this lens here, which is a very odd one. It is a DX 16-50, but it effectively gives me a 24-70 style lens. It's definitely a grower, this one. You've got to engage it, then it gives you a wide angle 16mm or 24-ish. And then it goes to 50, which is 70mm on 35mm full frame sensor. It's a great little lens. It's something I keep in the kit. It's so small. If I had a pocket, I could put it in there quite easily. And it just gives you a little bit of extra versatility and reach if you needed it, and a little bit of semi-low light ability. Well, semi-low light ability compared to the Nikon 28-400mm lens. Now this is a fantastic all-in-one lens. Look at that thing. This is relatively small for what it gives you, and I have taken this on many assignments, many travel, holiday, you name it, and this always has a great utility. The reach in such a compact, relatively compact lens is fantastic. The f4 to f8 variable aperture is slow, yes, but for decent lighting, everyday lighting, it's perfect. For shooting my kids at sports carnival, perfect. For shooting some corporate events where there's decent lighting, this gives me the reach, and it's all in one, so I really, really like this lens. If I need a little bit more kind of low light ability, then I have the 40mm f2, which I actually got recently because I traded it I had a 35mm f1.8 S-line lens, which is fantastic optically, and the 50, they're just brilliant optically. But I don't need the size and bulk. I need a smaller lens like the 40mm that I can put on a gimbal, and I can use in my corporate events. And I'd rather have a smaller 40 that covers kind of towards the 35mm and close towards the 50, all in one lens. So the 40 for me is a perfect lens. It's a sleeper. It's such a fantastic lens. The other things that I've got are the DJI mic, which I'm recording with now, and I've got the DJI mic 2 and its little case full of stuff. This is a great mic. I use this on Sony cameras, I use it on Nikon cameras, I use it on my iPhone. It's just a fantastic mic. I'm also shooting with this guy here, which is the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, Apple, what are you doing here, mate? Like, it's getting a bit big, eh? Look at this. Your iPhone 16 Pro Max is bigger than my freaking Nikon ZF. I mean, yeah, it's thinner and it's fixed screen and stuff like that, but check it out, compared to my Leica Q as well. It's getting up there, yeah? Anyway, the 16 Pro is a fantastic little camera. The computational photography is great. The sensor is small as hell, but you can get some pretty decent photos out of it once you strip off all that HDR craziness. And I've got a bunch of batteries and a DJI Osmo Pocket 3. This is, let me get it, fantastic. This is a great little camera. I love this thing. It's so tiny and you can kind of screw in a whole bunch of different stuff. A lot of my video stuff is happening on this guy right now, and I have been using and shooting in the hybrid log gamut, the HLG, which matches my Nikon's for HLG, but it gives me a broadcast ready workflow with little need for color grading and editing. I still do that using the Leeming LUTs and my R&I apps and my different programs, but essentially I have a no fuss kind of quick edit at my fingertips thanks to the DJI Osmo Pocket 3. It's a really fantastic camera, and that's pretty much it. That's my kit. So I don't have a lot of stuff. I'm happy that I've consolidated down. I do have the two professional bodies in the Nikon ZF for work, so it gives me the backup, the exact same experience, and a redundancy in case one fails. I've also got the mini SD cards in there, so at least it's a two card slot, which is different to the ZVE one, which I was shooting back in the past. And yeah, all in all, I'm very, very happy with the colors, with the experience, and just the whole kind of ecosystem that I've got now. I do have an 11mm f1.8 lens coming in a day or two's time, which is the Yongnuo YN 11mm APS-C f1.8 lens. Interestingly, that lens is going to give me my 16mm ultra wide that I loved shooting when I was shooting with the Sony A7 CR and the 11mm crop sensor lens on that. That gave me about a 26, 28 megapixel crop on that 60 megapixel sensor, and honestly, it was really fantastic. I really, really enjoyed shooting with that 11mm. I got some really great shots in Kyoto and in the snow in Japan, and ever since I sold that kit, I was missing it. I was regretting selling that. So I'm keen to see with the Viltrox Z adapter that I've got, how this lens is going to perform. So that rounds out my kit. And for those of you asking, that is my 2025 kit. I don't plan on upgrading, changing, or doing anything else with that for next year or so. And there are some exciting cameras like the Sigma BF and other things on the horizon, but I'm really not really interested in those ones. I have everything that I need right now, unless Nikon makes a, let's call it a Leica Q equivalent. I would be over that. I would just like get that instantly. I'm loving the Nikon system right now. So yeah, hope it helps. That's my gear, and keep shooting, guys. Keep creating. Cheers.